Hampshire. I don't know how you can be a sheriff with a county that large, but they do it. They do it out there. Well, there's not as many people, but they do it. But you have the choice of living anywhere, and especially with the internet, you can make a living almost anywhere now. Look, there are people who are making six-figure incomes off of using other services such as Amazon and eBay. Whoever would have thought of that? I mean, and a lot of times, and I know this firsthand because I have used eBay and I still use Amazon. Yes, Amazon is, some people ask, well, Rod, how do you make all your money? Well, I have multiple income streams, and one of my income streams is Amazon. And there are times when I don't even see or touch the product that I'm selling on Amazon. I can source my product that I want to sell online. It could come, it could be from a major manufacturer, or it could be from an artist or a crafter. And I can say, yeah, I want to buy this many and arrange to have it shipped directly to Amazon. I never see it, except in pictures. And, there are people, I have seen their actual screenshots of regular everyday people. They, you wouldn't believe it. They live in a modest house or an apartment. And in one case, there is a particular gentleman and his fiance, she. I take it back. There are two in New York City that I have seen. One is they're both. One is in the Village. That's the gay couple. Yes, they both do that. They both do Amazon together, I guess. I've seen their screenshots, and this one is a straight couple. You got to determine. You got to make sure people understand what that is nowadays. A couple. A couple. What kind of couple? Is it a lesbian couple, gay couple, or straight couple? And if it's a straight couple, is it a mixed couple, or is it a mixed gay couple, or is it a mixed lesbian couple? It's getting ridiculous. But yeah, I know two couples. One couple lives in the Village. One is engaged, and I think they live on the lower side. Because the upper Manhattan is the expensive stuff. Lower Manhattan is less expensive, but they live lower in Manhattan. And now the gay couple, that's not all they do. I mean, they both have their own careers as well. But as a sideline, they showed a screenshot of the last screenshot I saw of their entire year Amazon selling history was 2010, and it was for over $200,000, and their profit margin. Their net profit margin after paying taxes and all that kind of stuff was about 30%. So now figure that's another $40,000, $40,000 in their pocket from stuff that they just sold on Amazon. Now the straight couple that lives in Manhattan. Oh, well, forget them. Because you wouldn't believe it unless you saw it. Their 2010 sales on Amazon, gross sales was over $1 million. Do you realize that's a net profit of $300,000? No, neither one of them have a job outside their home. And Amazon is just one of their selling accounts. They also sell on eBay and a place called Etsy, and a half dozen other sites. This couple nets nearly $1 million a year selling products and services online. Don't tell me you cannot make a living just about anywhere in this country. And you know what? You could even be physically disabled. and still do the same damn thing. Is that government doing it, or is that you and the private enterprise? Yes, the free market does it. If you can think it and dream it, you can do it. Dick Armey quits Freedom Works. Good. Former House Majority Leader Dick Armey has quit Freedom Works, the Tea Party group that he helped establish, telling the organization it must stop using his name and some of the literature that he produced. In a terse November 30th resignation email to Freedom Works president and CEO Matt Kibbe, Dick Armey wrote, effective immediately, I expect that Freedom Works shall remove my name, image, and signature from all its letters, print media, postings, websites, videos, testimonials, endorsements, fundraising materials, and social media, including but not limited to Facebook and Twitter. He also said he expected to be paid through the end of the year, which he said was the end of his consulting contract. Henceforth, Freedom Works shall be prohibited from using my name, image, or signature in any way for any purpose without my written permission or in the event of my death without my heirs' written permission. Army specifically banned Freedom Works from using Hitting the Ground Running, a guide he had written to help newly elected House Republicans. He even asked for his official congressional portrait to be returned to his Texas home. The Washington Post reported that Max Pappas, Freedom Works Vice President for Public Policy and Government Affairs, has also left the group. The news of Armey's departure was broken by the website Mother Jones, which said the tone of the memo suggests that this was not an amicable separation. Now, Armey told Mother Jones, the top management team of Freedom Works was taking a direction I thought was unproductive. And I thought it was time to move on with my life. At this point, I don't want to go into details. I just want to go on with my life. What the hell is he talking about? I tell you what he's talking about. Army's talking about that Freedom Works, which is a Tea Party type of organization, was standing firm on the tax plans, on the tax pledge. And Armey is one of those, believe it or not, more liberal or moderate types of Republicans. I was highly shocked and surprised that he was a part of Freedom Works to begin with, but he did, and and now he's like, well, we're gonna go off the physical cliff, man. We can't do it. I mean, he's like a bunch of other mamby-pamby Republicans that will not call the president's bluff. I am understand this. It is going to be utterly devastating if our president pulls us over the fiscal cliff. But you know something? It also might be the very best thing that this nation has to experience, because then people will start to realize, even those who are currently on the public dole will start to realize that none of this shit is free. Obama phones aren't free. Food stamps aren't free. Welfare checks aren't free. None of this crap, Obamacare isn't free. None of this crap is free. Oh my goodness, did Rod just say the S word? Yes, I did, and I didn't bleep it. I'm a strong enough man that if I'm going to curse, I'm just going to curse out loud, and I ain't going to bleep it. So there. But understand, yes, folks, if we go over the cliff, it is going to be devastating. And many of us, conservatives and Republicans out there, are not fully prepared for that. I don't believe I'm fully prepared for it. Even though every day and every week I try to get more and more prepared for such a disaster, but I don't know, I guess maybe you can probably never really be prepared for such a thing. Because we always like to prepare. Well, it's kind of, but hey, we got a lot of people who aren't preparing at all. And I liken that to Hurricane Sandy. Even though they knew it was coming a week and a half in advance, they still were either not prepared or underprepared. And we've been telling people for a year at least, and they've known for at least 2 months about this fiscal cliff, 3 months, because they started calling fiscal cliff back in October. We've known about this for 3, and people still are not even preparing. Not even a little bit. And we still have people running around out there saying that, well, we need to compromise, Rod. We got to compromise and save the country. No, maybe what's going to save the country is if we actually go over the physical cliff, and the Republicans, if the Republicans do not help them pull it over the cliff, and don't be afraid that people are going to blame them, let me tell you something. It will come back to bite the Democrats. I mean, because 2010, we didn't put we made the same mistake that the Democrats made. Let me be blunt. There was a point, 2006, 2008 elections. The Democrats had the Republican Party on the ropes. They had conservatives on the ropes. The Democrats thought we were, in the coffin, and they were trying desperately to pound that lid shut. They were trying to nail it shut. But see, they failed to do it. And then 2010 came along, and Americans got fed up with the Democrats and said, you guys have cost us too much money. The Republicans had a chance. I mean, it was the greatest transfer of power without a war the world has ever seen. It was an amazing night in 2010. A landslide of landslides as far as electoral victories are concerned. It was more than a slap to, it was a full-on right-hand uppercut to President Obama. But, that man was, we underestimated him. I knew he was arrogant, but we underestimated his arrogance. Because he brushed off that shot. It was it would be like the Hulk crushing into anybody with a hard right uppercut to the chin. It's an automatic knockout. No, but it turned out to be that President Obama was more like Superman. And the Hulk gave Superman his best shot. And it hurt Superman. But Superman got up, brushed off his clothes, and said, you did knock me out. And we see. 2012, he gets reelected. The Republicans and the conservatives don't take the Senate. And we even lose a couple of seats in the House. Although the transfer of power was nothing like it was on a national level, like it was 2 years prior. But we failed to take action between 2010 and 2012. And American people just said, they're just two sides of the same coin. So if we're going to vote for, like Scott Brown, if we're going to vote for liberals, liberalistic policies, we might as well vote for the real thing. That's how Elizabeth Warren gets elected. A nut job like Elizabeth Warren. That's the truth, folks. And the reason why we didn't deliver a knockout blow to Obama is because of Bonnier and the moderate Republicans. That is why. And now some Republicans have lost their nerve, like Dick Armey. Because you can see it out there. Well, we need to be more moderate. We need to move more to the center. No, we don't. Because let me tell you something. That center line keeps moving to the left. The more the Republicans move left, the more that center line moves left. We will never get to the center. Because they'll keep moving it farther and farther to the left as far as they keep moving farther and farther to the left. You got to understand that, folks. So this whole point of Dick Armey leaving a group that he helped found and build, good riddance if that's what he's going to do. Look, I'm not kidding. Good riddance. Hey, first, same-sex marriage being celebrated was celebrated on Saturday. Now, you first same-sex marriage. No, there's been plenty of those, Rod. Not at West Point. First